Hello everyone. Welcome to Global Online. I'm Dr. Swati, your educator, and the student who are preparing for NTA UGC NET June 2024 cycle of commerce and management. So here is a crash course is running. So for the business economics, and this is the sixth part. This is the last part of our business economics. Okay, if you like my video, if you want more crash courses from the other units, so you can message me in the comment box. I will provide you the all the crash course with the unit wise. Okay. So in the today's lecture, we are completing our remaining parts of the production function, isoquant curve, and the theory of the cost of the long run cost and the short run cost. So let's start the our session. But before I have an announcement for you. There is our new batch will going to be starting from the 27th of the May. Here you will get complete course on commerce and management. Daily lectures is providing over here, and the complete syllabus notes in the PDF form you will get over here. Full syllabus mock test, for more than 4,000 MCQ series, and with a detailed explanation. And here you also get a PYQs with a detailed explanation. The big announcement, the big thing is that for you, that is here you will get paper one is free of cost if you register yourself for the paper two, and Global Online provide you the 20% discount on the fees. So in this amount, if you register yourself for paper two, you can get paperwork free of cost. The WhatsApp contact number is given in your screen. So get in touch with this contact number. So how to download the Global Online app? So go to Google Play Store, type the Global Online, install it, then register with your mobile number, then go to my course and select the whatever the course you want. After the registration, you will get all the materials in the very systematic in the form of the folder, unit wise folder is there, and all the recorded video lectures and the files and the PDFs and the materials all available in the and that video. Okay. So let's join us. I'm waiting for you. So let's start our session. That is the production function. So what is the production function? First of all, the production is what the production is having the where the goods and services going to be produced. Okay, but in the economics, the production function is a functional technique and engineering relationship between the physical input of the factor of the production, okay, and the physical output, that is the quantity of goods and services produced. Okay, so that is the production in which the physical input is included and physical output is included. Okay, so what kind of physical input? Like a land, labor, material, energy, okay, plants, these are the physical input. After including the involving this input, the physical output we will get in the kinds of the goods and the services. Okay, the factors of the production is divided in the these the input physical factors are further divided in the fixed factor and the variable factors. You know that the land is a fixed factor, plant is a fixed factor, and the machinery is a fixed factor. The labors are the variable factors, materials are the variable factors, and the energy is also a variable factor. Now let's see the features of the production function. Here you can see there is a feature of the sustainability, okay, complementary, okay. Then the third one, that is the specificity and the specialization. So what are the assumption of this? The categories of the production function is categorized, or the feature. This is the production function having the substitutability. You know that if the some things is not working over there, there is a substitute is available for the production. That means production is going constant. Okay, they will not stop. Then complementary, if we are running the two or more business at the same time, we need a input, and after that we will collect our output. Okay, so there is a specialization is also there is a without specialization we cannot run the production function. So what are the assumption of the production function? It's related to particular unit of time, There is a time boundary is over there. The factor of the production is divisible. All the factors of the production is divisible in the many parts. Okay, the technical knowledge remain constant. The producer is using the best techniques of available. Okay, now the the production function is divided in the three category. The three categories are the Cobb Douglas production function. We will see this of all the terms one by one. Cobb Douglas for the production function, the CES production function, and the Leontief production function. Clear? So let's see that them one by one. First of all, this is a called Douglas production function. So the call Douglas production function is given by the Paul Douglas and the CV Cobb. Linear homogeneous production function, degree or in unit of inelasticity of the substitute goods. Okay, and it is take into account the two inputs. Like what are the two inputs? Like one that is a labor and another one that is a capital. Okay, so they do two goods mainly work in the Cobb Douglas production function, and these inputs can be used to substitute of the each other, but a limited event only. Okay, they are substitute to each other but are the limited time extension. Okay, so this is a formula which is used for the by the Cobb Douglas for calculating the production function. q is equals to Q is equals to ALACB. So let's see the terms. That is what is L. L is for the labor. Okay, K is for the capital, A is for the total factor production. Okay, and the alpha and the beta. These are the elasticity of the capacity. Sorry. Okay, the elasticity of the capital labor respectively, and these values are constant determined by the available technology. So these are the important term that if them A plus beta, okay, alpha A plus beta is greater than 1, the increase in return to scale. Okay, increase in return to scale. If A plus beta is equals to 1, there is a constant return to scale. If the alpha plus beta is less than, there is a decrease in return to scale. Okay. Now, the next one, that is a CES production function. So CES production function is nothing but constant elasticity of substitute production function. So constant elasticity of substitute function is any changes in the input factor. If I take any changes in input factor like a land, labor, okay, land, labor, capital. Okay, so the result of the constant change in output, the same, so constantly change in output, the elasticity of substitute is a constant and may not necessary to be equal or equal to 1 or unit, is also known as a homophagic production function. Okay, now next one, that is a total production. Total production TP is the total output is the result from the efforts of all the factor of production. So the how to calculate total production total output, total production is equals to summation of the marginal product. Okay, how then average product or average physical product. So APP, it is a total product in unit of the variable unit of the labor. Then the marginal production is MP, that is additional or increment to total production when the one more unit of the variable input is employed. That means there is an additional one more, okay, one more unit, that is a marginal in the total product, total average total product. We add one more unit, that is A divided AN. Okay, now these are the terms. Then next the function is a Leontief production function. Okay, in this function it is a fixed proportion production function. Okay, it is a kind of fixed proportion, and in this fixed quantity of the input is used to produce a fixed quantity of output. Okay, so Leontief is talking about the fixed production function. If the output is used and a fixed quantity, so we will get input is also in a fixed quantity. All the factor of production are fixed and the cannot be substituted from the each other. Okay, what is a variable proportion production function is required of quantity of the output can be achieved through the combination of the different quantity of the factor of production. They are the substitute other factors and the factors in the place. Okay, so that is a substitute of the other factor it is a place. So variable means there are the factors are vary, there are different quantity. Okay, different quantity of factor of production. Okay, so the substitute is substitute of other factor in the place. See, all these are available in the variable factor of production, and the lentif production is for the fixed. Okay, it's having the fixed quantity, but in the variable there the quantity is a different quantity of the combination. Clear? Now let's understand what is the law of return or the law of return to scale. So here it is a focus. The law of return is about the short term production function, and law of return to scale is related to the long run production function. Here only one factor is vary from all the other factors keep constant. Okay, here for the it is for short run, so here is only one factor is vary, and this is for the long run. That's why all the factors are varied. Now the factor proposition are the changed, and the factor proposition are not changed, and scale change. There's a scale change, the change in scale, but the proposition of the factor is not change in the long run. Okay, and in the short term the factor proposition are changed. Law does not apply in the law of return. Law does not apply when the factor must be used in the fixed proportion of the production produce a product. Law does apply when the factor must be used in the fixed proportion of the production. So law is applied in the the return to scale because it is for the long run. Okay, and here we use the apply when the factor is used to fix the proportion of the produce the product. Okay, now the increase in return are due to the indivisibility of the factor, because there is a short term is available. The specialization of the labor diminishing return are due to the optimal factor proposition and the imperfect elasticity of the substitute factor. Increase in return to scale are the due to economic of a scale, while the diminishing return to scale are the due to diseconomic of scale. What is said in the return of scale, there are the two things, that is increasing return to scale and diminishing return to scale. What is happening? What is happened? That is increase in return to scale are due to this increase in return to scale happen due to economic of scale. And what is economics of scale? I have already told you in the last lecture. Economics of scale, that means mass reduction and cost production. Okay, so this is the economic scale. Due to increase the economic scale is also due to effect of economic scale, and in the diminishing there is a diseconomic. If anything is diminishing, that means there is an we see there is a diseconomy of scale. Okay, now let's start with the main factors. Okay, that is which is important for your examination, that is isoquant and the isoquant curve, or is also having the another name, that is equal production curve, isoquant isoquant product and production indifference curve. So these are the names of the isoquant production curve. So it is show the various combination of what? Two factors. two factors yield the same level of output. Okay, the two factors depend on the two factors. The slope downward from the left to right, it indicated by the marginal rate of technical substitute, that is MRTS, that is marginal rate of technical substitute. Okay, so isoquant curve is indicated by the MRTS. Okay, you have to keep in your mind, that is MRTS is it is indicated by the MRTS, is indicated by the isoquant curve, or isoquant curve is indicated by the MRTS. Okay, so what is the MRTS? Marginal rate of technical substitute is referred to the rate at which one output, again the marginal word is come, there is a one output, a factor is substitution with the another to attain the given level of output. Here marginal rate of RTSLK, that means marginal rate of technical labor and capital. So here the formula is minus AK divided by AL, that means capital, and there is a labor is equals to demand of the capital and divided by the demand of the labor, and loss in output, gain in output. So it is depend. Now the isoquant map show the family isoquant curve. Family of isoquant curve we will see in the next in the okay, family of isoquant curve I will show you. Okay, this is a family. You can see here is a family of the isoquant curve. Okay, now assumptions of the isoquant curve, that is only two factors of production. Okay, two factors are substituted to each other, and to the certain limit, labor, capital are divisible, technology is given, and unchanged producer is a rational. Okay, now just a second. Now the properties of the isoquant. Property of the isoquant. Okay, property of the isoquant curve. The properties of the isoquant curve, let's discuss in the next slide, which I have given. Okay, so property of the isoquant curve is the isoquant curve is convex to the origin. Okay, here is convex to the origin. That means the isoquant curve is like this. Okay, due to diminishing trend of MRTS, margin rate of technical substitute. So here is a convex. So here you can see this is one isoquant. So here this is the isoquant, this touching to the, this is an convex to the origin, and it touch to the demand at this point, and the isoquant is a negative slope, yes, and downward to the left to right. Isoquant do not touch either axis, not even this, not even this. You can see this is from started from here and is ended to here. Okay, the isoquant are non-intersecting and not needed to be parallel. There is no need to it. We maybe parallel. It's not intersecting. That means it is a parallel. It is not intersecting. It is not parallel. That means it is a convex to the origin. Okay, clear. Now the product, the optimization isoquant cost and the isoquant. Okay, so here is a family of the isoquant. You can see there is an expansion path where it is increasing in this way, and there is a price factor in the isoquant. At a point of equilibrium, the producer must attain the least cost combination. Isoquant curve should be tangent to the isoquant line. Okay, should be tangent to the isoquant line. Okay, this is isoquant, it should be tangent. Okay, like this. Then the expansion, the scale line. This expansion means this scale line refers to the locus of all such point that show the least cost combination of factor corresponding to the different level of output. Here you can see there is a different level of output, and the expansion curve touching that this point, assuming that input price remain constant. That means here is an input price is remaining constant. Okay, the rigid line, that is a locus point of the isoquantum where the marginal product, okay, marginal product factor is a 0. Okay, so here is the margin of product of point is a 0, and the isoquant is oval shaped like this. Okay, this here you can see, this is this one, sorry, yeah, this one. So here you can see the isoquant curve is like a oval shape because of these two rigid line. Okay, these two rigid line, this diagram is going to be like this. So this is a oval shape. Okay, how it is? It is a oval shape, but area of a rational operation is lie between the rigid line. Okay, between this. So this is lie between the this area. Okay, this area of a rational operation. Okay, here, here. Clear? Now theory of the cost. Short run cost curve. The here you see, first of all you see the diagram, then we will go toward the theory portion. Here see, this is a total fixed cost. Total fixed are fixed at any level of point. Okay, now our total variable cost started from this point, at the point where the y and x axis is going to be touch, and this is from started from 0. So variable cost, total variable cost started from the 0 and is gradually going to be increases. When the total cost, our total cost is started from the fixed cost. Okay, and then it going to be increases over. Let's understand. Total fixed cost does not change with increase in decrease in output. Here you can see there is an increase, we increase output or decrease output, there is no change in fixed cost. Okay, and it is parallel to x-axis. Yes ma'am, this is a parallel to x-axis. Even at a zero output, if I have zero output, the fixed cost remains same. Again the fixed cost is remains same in the short run, like a rent, like a insurance. Okay, we have either we have living on the rented house or not. Sorry, because if we create if you're booked that house for living, so the rent you have to pay. Okay, then the total variable cost change in the change with the change in level of output. You can see that how the as a level of output increases, it will be changes, and there has an inverse s. You can see there is an inverse s. Okay, the s is like that, but is here the s is started from like this. Okay, this is an inverse s. Okay, it's like this. Okay, and started from the origin upward sloping. Here is an upward sloping, here upward. Okay, initially is flatter. You can see there is an initially it is a flatter, and later than on the steeper, then it is making a curve, deep curve. Okay, initially tv, the total variable cost increases at decreasing rate. Here is increasing but not at that rate, is increasing rate, but after some time increases at a increasing rate. Okay, after some time increases at increase rate determined by the law of variable proportion. Okay, like a raw material, power is the best example of the total variable cost. Now what is the total cost ma'am? The total cost is nothing but a fixed cost plus variable cost, that is your total cost. Okay, so the tc is equals to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Okay, the change in total cost are determined the total variable cost. Here is the total cost. There is an if there is a change is determine the total variable cost, because variable cost also changing. Total cost curve is upward sloping. Okay, here the upward sloping from starting from the y-axis. Here you can see this touching from the y-axis and inverted to S shape. Okay, after that is inverted to S shape. Now there are some things that is we have to know, that you have to know, that is semi variable cost, which are either be preferably be variable or not absolutely. No, we will discuss this later. First, they will see there's a long run cost curve. So what is it in long run cost run? We have seen the theory of the cost in the short run. Okay, now what happened in the long run? So first of all, see this diagram here. This is the curve of the cost. Okay, what happened in the short run? Okay, in the short run, The short average total cost is making the small point and make a arc. Okay, so this portion, okay, before the stability, the portion is economic of a scale. This is a constant scale, and this is a diseconomic of a scale. Now long run, the long run total cost is total cost incur from the production for a given level of output. Shape of the long run total cost curve, the S shape, yes, it is made as, and the always less than or equals to the short run total cost. Okay, either it is equals to for the short run total cost. Okay, the long run average cost as per the cost incurred by the firm, that is long run total cost divided by the level of output. Okay, and the long run average cost curve is derived or developed tangent for all the SAR curve. Okay, that means the SAC average as short average cost U shape. Okay, you can see there is, and they create a U shape. Every point they touch and they create a U shape curve due to operation law of return to scale, also known as envelope or the planning curve. It's also known as envelope or planning. Here the long run managerial cost, that is the added cost of production and additional unit of a commodity. So here is a U shape. The LMC is derived from the point of the tangency between the this tangency. Okay, like this. SAC. Clear? Now let's understand, this is an important, you have to understand this, the marginal revenue, average revenue, total revenue, and elasticity of demand. This, so here the relationship of the marginal revenue, average revenue, total revenue, and elasticity of demand. So when the marginal revenue is equals to average revenue, that means our elasticity is equals to 1. Clear? If the elasticity equals to 1, that means this is a point. MR is negative because it touched to the MR in this point. Okay, MR is near is MR is 0, not negative, 0. Okay, in case of elasticity is equals to 1, then the MR is equals to 0. If elasticity is greater than 1, then the MR will be positive. MR will be positive. If the elasticity is a elasticity less than 1, then the MR, you can see the MR is negative. Here is MR is negative because elasticity is less than 1. Okay, and if the elasticity is equal and half, okay, equal, here elasticity is greater than 2, then the marginal revenue is equal and half of the average revenue. Okay, so thank you so much. We are ending over here the crash course of the business economics. If you like my video, so you can comment me in comment box, so I will take another crash course for you. If so, thank you so much.